Mid-morning, on a freeway to Santa Fe, I spotted a rider not so much because of the motorcycle, but because of the blonde ponytail slipped out beneath the solid black helmet, beating a rhythm in the wind and against the back of the driver. It was then that I noticed the rider, a woman, not dressed in appropriate attire. Her lounge pants gave it away. Her t-shirt rose to reveal the small of her back, for which she made no apology, or reaching to hide at what would no doubt rise again. Her body vibrated upon the power of the cycle, and with each vibration took control of every soft muscle and curve. I have no memory of her shoes or boots or what they may be. Only at a split second did I entertain the thought of what if. As we sped closer and closer to our destination, I found myself grateful for the solid black helmet she wore. Nothing fancy, no graphic or flames. It was then that I began to see a pattern in the way the bike responded to her touch, to her control, to what she must have been thinking. Ever so slightly, the bike, as if having a mind of its own, would lean toward the left, almost as if to prepare for a turnaround. Reminder, there was no turnaround. And yet again and again, I studied this action. She didn't seem surprised or afraid or moved by the action, only I seemed to see her danger. Again and again, she would steady and always moving forward. Forward, with the sun reflecting off of her pale white hands. Clutching the handles as if all was well. Many miles had passed us by now, and yet nothing had changed side by side. I'm sure she never saw me. It was in that state of dreamy awareness of all that unveiled itself to me that I was suddenly brought back to life, to speed, to life, to challenge, to humanity, to all the story had revealed to me. And now the ending would weave itself into the core of my existence, make reality of a dream, bring two totally different women into time and space and harmony, and reality of all things real and bearing down on my very soul. At that last weak dip of the cycle, suddenly, like as if a bolt of power, supernatural power, a hiding, sleeping power, awoke from us both, that turning around to return, that longing for familiarity and, quote, home, that desire to run to what was easy, that not knowing of turning meant failure. At that knowing, a strange and glorious thing emerged. With a flick of her wrist, her right wrist, gripped and strong, she commanded speed, to which the bike engaged. And forward like a bullet, she moved into my forward future. No more wonder was left of if she would turn and go back. For she wouldn't. She had decided. And with deciding came power. She was gone. As I thought of all that revealed itself to me, I realized sometimes we don't care. Sometimes we run. Sometimes we question. Sometimes we are unprepared. Sometimes we are rebel. Sometimes we are dipping as if to look and hurriedly speed back in the direction we came. And yet I realize too, we are all free. We are all strong. We are able to do the hard stuff, prepared or not. We all have a rebel inside who protects and wants to lead. We are different and the same. We all hold the handle, decide for ourselves when to release all the powers that are within, that will propel us into our dreams. All we must do first is decide. Decide to let go, to hold on. Decide to move, to be still. Decide to carry on or quit. Decide to create or move in the direction of our dreams. And just as quickly as I saw her, she was gone, and all these things remained. Mid-morning, on a freeway to Santa Fe. Treeby.